The first message came in at 6 a.m. Rebecca Sinclair was already up, cradling a tea on the balcony, claiming her 5 minutes of peace before the week began. When, in the coming days, she thought back to this moment, she was grateful that her phone had been on silent, that she didn't see the message immediately, and had enjoyed a last few breaths of summer before her life collapsed. Robert was downstairs. She could hear him practicing the speech he was due to deliver today in the House of Commons. No other sounds but the birds. Her daughter remained asleep. Her stepson and stepdaughter stayed with their mother in London during term times. Rebecca's companion was the quiet drama of the Chilterns, the sheer edge of Watlington Hill tumbling into the grass beneath it, the inviting darkness of the beech wood across its back like a pelt. Then, as the new sun tiptoed across Christmas Common, a revelation of wild flowers dusting the chalky soil. Mist lingered here. On quieter days she could go out and try to catch it in her hands, but not this morning. She lifted her phone to check the time and saw a new WhatsApp message from an unknown number. No name, no picture, just one line. "I know who you really are." Rebecca stared at the words. She went to delete the message, but placed the phone face down on the balcony's table and turned back to the view. Then she picked up the phone again. The brevity of the message gave her a chill. Some scam, she wanted to think, but that didn't feel right. Scams deceived. There was no deception here, just a forthright claim. Rebecca wondered if she should show it to her husband, but knew at once that she wouldn't, and felt sick. When she came downstairs, Robert was pacing the kitchen in a crisp shirt and blue silk tie, arching carefully over his coffee with each sip. The day's newspapers were piled up on the table, unread. Rebecca scanned the front pages for anything worth alerting him to, knowing he had teams of people to do this now, but wanted to preserve her role as filter and messenger. Being a member of the cabinet didn't just bring official cars and red boxes and TV interviews, but also a whole new level of scrutiny. She placed the Guardian down. "Michael de Souza still gunning for you?" Her husband drained his coffee cup and placed it squarely over the journalist's byline. "I don't want to see his face at this time of day." He grimaced, kissed her, glanced at the clock. "Thanks for the warning." The MP scanned his speech a final time as he dropped it into his briefcase, then straightened and addressed the kitchen. "A family at its best teaches us our values, shapes our identity, and nurtures our sense of responsibility," he said. "You used my line." "That's why today we will improve the Troubled Families Program to provide vulnerable families with the intensive support they need."